Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie. I'm a travel agent who loves sharing my travels all over the world. I especially like cruises, all-inclusive resorts, and escorted tours. This is the second video in my 6-video series all about our 6-week trip to Asia. This is going to be all about the Celebrity Millennium. I will take you through a review of all my time on the ship, what I thought about the cabins, the service, and the dining. If these sound like your kinds of videos, I invite you to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss a thing. For the cabin, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. We booked a prime concierge class veranda cabin. Right when you walk in is the one small closet. So you have one side that is long with a shelf for shoes, and then you have another side that is short with 3 shelves for other items. This just isn't enough space for a long sailing. Above you have glass enclosed shelves, and then you have 4 drawers. Inside the bathroom, the toilet area is a bit tight, but the shower is a decent size. I didn't love that the bottom of our shower was stained and chipped. It definitely needs a refresh in the cabins. Inside the main cabin area, you have the bed facing the television. On either side of the bed are 2 nightstands, but they don't have plugs, so I took another little bit of points away for that. This day and age, you really need plugs by the bed. It's not enough just to have it over here by the desk. I did like the shelves there, and the desk was fine. The small couch was fine. Outside on the balcony, it was in pretty good shape. Usually you see a little bit of rust on ships this old, and I wish they had the footrests. In terms of ship condition, I give it a 9 out of 10. I am discounting for the age of the ship. It did recently go into dry dock. Here you can see the main pool deck with the whirlpools on either side. You can see some rust there heading into the solarium and part of the whirlpool. I do love this pool on this class of ships. It's not on the other classes, and I think it's great that they still have the whirlpools and the jets. Looking around, you can see that the lounge chairs are in really good shape. This area is adults only for most of the day. They do open up for families in the afternoon. Cafe Albiacho, this is a high traffic area. This is where the coffee shop is located. This looks great. They replaced all of the carpeting, a nice refresh. Down at the martini bar, the ice actually works. So this is a frosted area where you have ice, and that's the first thing that goes. Down in the rendezvous lounge, you find the piano. This also had a nice refresh. This is a great hot spot for pre-dinner because the dining room's just behind here, or the restaurant as they call it on Celebrity. Cellar Master looks really good. We sailed this ship before it went into dry dock, and you can definitely tell there's been a refresh here. Now in terms of casual dining, so this is your grab and go, don't need to sit down dining, 7 out of 10. Now I'll start with what I love. I absolutely love the Spa Cafe, which is located in the solarium. It has a great simple breakfast. You can get granola and yogurt, your coffee, your tea. You can buy a smoothie, and then they have pre-plated little items depending on what you want to have. You don't have to fight anybody for it. You're not sharing tongs. It's really nice. Now, the thing I don't like is the pool grill. I just think they could elevate this so much. The dining on Celebrity is so much better than what the pool grill serves. And then, of course, for casual dining, you have the buffet. Now, my real beef with Celebrity is there just isn't a lot of choice when it comes to your casual dining. So for lunch, you can go the buffet or pool every day. Now, I know a lot of times you're going to be out on the shore walking around, but I just wish there was more variety. You have the pizza station. For us, the pizza was inconsistent. Some days it was really, really good, and some days it was not. I did like how there was a lot of made to order places. So you saw the stir fry there. You do have the grill here all the way back at the buffet. They had all different types of items they would have as specials. You could have fish specials. They have a wonderful charcuterie board area. They have a great salad area. That was probably our favorite, was the salad area. You can get made to order pasta. So I think the buffet really saves the casual dining because it does have so many stations where you can get made to order food. They had a great dip station. They also had a area where you could get made to order soups every day and noodles. And then one day they really wowed us by having shrimp and lobster available. For sit-down dining, 7.5 out of 10. We had my time, and that was a mistake. It was really hard to get into the restaurant. So here's an example of a menu, and I love the skewers. So they had terrific beef and chicken skewers. It's an appetizer. The spaghetti bolognese is always a favorite for us. And then they had this great Tunisian turnover that was probably one of the best things I had the whole cruise. It was very flavorful. The Cobb salad is another favorite. We get that at lunch whenever we have a sea day lunch. And the turkey medallions, another favorite. So we have some main dining room favorites, including the escargot. They also have the mushroom risotto. And of course, you're going to have the lobster on lobster night. But it was just too hard to get into the main dining room. So that's why I gave it a lower score. Now for specialty dining, I gave it a 9 out of 10. One of our favorite places on board is Sushi on 5. We absolutely love it there. I love the ramen. So they have a lobster ramen bowl that is very flavorful, a very thick broth. They also have the pork version. I think the piece of pork on this is the best piece of pork on board. They do a terrific job cooking it. The lobster wontons are a must order whenever we go. And then we also really like the barbecue eel and the sashimi and the tuna tartare appetizer. So this is a special appetizer you can get with the rice cakes on the bottom. And then they made us like a little rose with our raw tuna, which I thought was so sweet. And then this is the burger. I think this is the best cooked burger on board. The pool girl needs to come here for some information. On Tuscan Grill, we love the meatballs. I absolutely love the beef carpaccio. They did a great job with it. The olive tapenade was a little bit much, but I just didn't use as much. The goat cheese salad is really good. The branzino was cooked perfectly with a great crisp skin. And then I always get the short rib ragu. And then we always make the mistake of ordering way too many sides. So we got a little lasagna, we got some eggplant parm, which I think is delicious, broccoli, and spinach. For the entertainment, I'll give it an 8 out of 10, and that is because of what was missing. We desperately missed the Celebrity Enrichment series that brings lecturers on board. We were in all these incredible ports and would have really liked more information. Now, in terms of the entertainment it was wonderful. The acrobats were terrific. I think that's one thing people on Celebrity look forward to, is seeing the show that's going to have these incredible acrobats in it. I love seeing the band that plays in the shows come and do their own sets in the different lounges because they're incredible musicians. I also love the silent disco. This is a must attend. You wear headphones and the DJ plays different channels so people can be dancing to different music at the same time. They had a great guitar player on board, and I love to see that they scheduled her out at the Sunset Bar so you could have some outdoor music. There was another band that played each evening in the Reflection Lounge, kind of more of a party band. And then you had a great duo that would play in the evenings in Cellar Masters as pre-dinner music. They also had guest entertainers on board, and I love that they had the guest entertainers do these kind of pop-up sets in the atrium. So that made it really fun. So you didn't have to go to the theater. So if you're just hanging out, enjoying the martini bar, here comes one of the guest performers. Now, in terms of service, give it a 9.5 out of 10. We just had a couple small hiccups, but as always, the service on Celebrity is phenomenal. I have to feature the bartenders here because they do such an incredible job, especially at the martini bar with their flair bartending. But we also had a tremendous time at Cellar Masters with the bartenders there, and just the service across the ship was wonderful. So don't have to worry about that at all on the Celebrity Millennium. When it comes to value, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think that Celebrity charges a lot for their specialty restaurants. I think that it is kind of at a higher price point than some of the other cruise lines. And given the difficulties we had in the main dining room, I didn't quite get the value there. So that brings us overall to an 8.3 out of 10, a pretty good score, I think. What do you think? Have you been on the Celebrity Millennium? What would you rate your experience? And I hope you will continue with this series because my next video is going to be about the actual cruise itself, the ports we went to, and what we thought of them. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe and keep an eye on this playlist.